Welcome to another episode of Making It Relatable. And today you're going to be very impressed with me. I know I'm very impressed with myself because I kind of figured out a few technological challenges I was having with the last episode that I posted up. Poded. I poded up. I poded up. Already can't talk. Already. Just started this episode and already can't speak. So you're going to see what I'm talking about in a little bit later on. But I noticed when I watched back the replay of last video, when I was showing myself playing PUBG, it was all blurry and video quality was garbage. So I believe I figured this out. I have a completely new way that I've set up recording this. We're going to see if it works today. No promises. We'll just see what happens. And I'm excited to try it out. I've been messing around with it and I haven't done any takes to see if this actually will work. So we're just going to wing it because that's what we do around here. That's the way that I roll with this challenge, this challenge. Yeah. This channel. Wow. It is okay. I'll give myself a little bit of a break. It's 12 o'clock at night right now. It's 12 a.m. So yeah. And you might be wondering, why in the world would you be posting up at 12? Why are you making a video at 12 a.m. while I'm doing laundry? And why are you doing laundry? Because I was busy playing PUBG with my friends until very late. And I was planning on doing my laundry much earlier on. So that way I could just, take my shower at the end of the day and just go straight into bed at 12 o'clock and chill. And this is my routine now, and I've found a routine when it comes to my sleep where all I need to do is get into bed by 12:30, and then I'll watch some stuff on my phone, and then by 1 o'clock, 1:30 at the latest, I'm good to go in terms of falling asleep, and then I'm out like a light. For the most part. I still wake up to go to the washroom, but I'm okay with that. I can totally deal with that. No more has it been 1 hour, 2 hours of sleep a night for the last little while. So this is great. I might have just jinxed it, but we'll see what happens. But so far, this routine has been working extremely well. We'll see what happens. Anyways, lots to talk about today, lots to go through. I did make notes. There are actually 7 things that I'm going to go through, which is pretty cool. And let's just get right into it. Let's not waste any time doing anything at all besides talking about this stuff. So, now, a little bit of I don't usually give advice. I'm not one to give advice on things, but this is something I'm going to give advice on. If your car sounds like a dying cat, and also it's just sort of making this sound nonstop, like that kind of sound, yeah, you should probably take it to a mechanic. You should probably have it looked at. Now, this wasn't my car, but this was my friend's car. I noticed that actually this is the talk friend, the one that I had to have the talk with, and that things are actually working out really well. We're being friendly. We've been sending messages back and forth a few times with lots of breaks in between. No more messaging every single day, which is great. And anyways, so I noticed that the first time she sent me a voice note, because we send voice notes over WhatsApp. So the first time she sent me a voice note, and she was in her car, I heard that sound, and then also the dying cat like, kind of sound, like really bad mixture of both of those sounds. And this is a very accurate depiction, by the way, extremely accurate. If you would to hear this sound, you would agree that this sounds exactly like a mixture of both of those sounds together. So now, I was like, what the world? Like, why is your car making these disgusting sounds? Like, what's up? She's like, oh, I brought it to my mechanic. My mechanic says it's perfectly normal. Really? And you haven't thought, and I didn't say this to her, but I'm like, you haven't thought to like maybe get a second opinion? So in any case, we're meeting up in a couple. This is the first time that we met up. So the first time we met up, we hung out, and then I took a ride in her car, and it was sounding atrocious. And I'm telling her, like, you should really, it sounds like your car is just going to explode. Like the tires are just going to rip right off the car and the engine's going to come out the exhaust and it's going to be an absolute disaster. You should probably have this looked at. And it's been about a month and a half. Finally, she listened to me, got the car looked at, and all of her wheel bearings, every single wheel, all of the wheel bearings are toast and need to be replaced. She replaced them, no more sound. Now, I don't typically give advice on things, but when it's that obvious of a problem, so that's what I'm going to just say to you. Hey, community of two, if you're ever driving around, my fellow and wonderful channel viewer, because you are a fellow viewer since I view every video as well. So, community of two member, if you're ever driving around and you notice that your car sounds like it's hemorrhaging from every orifice and that it's giving birth to a dying goat, have it looked at. Have your car looked at. And you know what? Even if it doesn't sound like that, every once in a while, just have your car looked at. By somebody who you really trust knows what they're talking about. And if you even think for a moment that maybe they might not actually know what they're talking about, get a second opinion. Just do me that favor. Anyways, so that's all I really wanted to say about that. Happy we got that out of the way. Let's talk now about, this is kind of interesting. I mean, I've mentioned this before. I'm on these dating apps. I'm on quite a few I'm basically on every single dating app that exists. As soon as a new dating app comes out and I see an ad for it, I try it out. Yeah. Even if every single person that messages me on there is completely a fake profile, Facebook dating. I still use it. Because, I still get a few real profiles here and there. But my new strategy, which has actually been working extremely well, is on my profile, I flat out say that I will not answer anybody's messages because there's just too many fake profiles. If you want to message me on Instagram, you can do that. Because I know that somebody messages me on Instagram, then it's a much more, because they saw my dating profile, that's much more likely that it's a real person that I'm speaking to. And I said, also, I don't send text messages. If you want to video call or have a phone call, all for that. I won't send text messages. Anyways, so there's been a couple, nice girls that I've enjoyed speaking with. One in particular, she looked really nice and she was younger. And I know that, listen, I'm a 41-year-old guy, but I can't help it. I do like the, mid 20, late 20, early 30-year-old women. I don't mind an older woman as well. Certainly, I'm not prejudiced against older women, but the younger, like mid 20s, like they, it's hard to explain this to a woman, but I think all of us guys out there can understand that there's something about a younger woman, not too young, of course, but if you're in your 40s, like early 40s, and like a mid 20s, like a 25, 26, 27-year-old woman, there's something nice about that. I mean, as long as she looks good. But in any case, there was this really very nice looking girl that messaged me that was younger. I think she's 26, 27. And I just did the same thing I do with anybody that I match with and that tries to talk to me on these dating profiles. Don't answer. She messaged me on Instagram and we spoke a little bit here and there. It turns out that she's one of these Instagram models, which I have mixed thoughts about that. We won't get into my thoughts when it comes to Instagram models, but yeah, there's a fakeness about it. Let's be real. There's a serious fakeness about it. But in any case, there's a lot of pictures on there that look real, but then there's like moments where I look at certain pictures, I'm like, I don't know if I'm actually that attracted to her. But then there's other pictures like, whoa, this girl is really attractive. So I don't know. I'm just sort of seeing, it's one of those situations where I think that I got to see this person in real life to be able to gauge it, because it could go either way. It could totally go either way. And I know like some of the most attractive, I've met up with some very attractive women, and sometimes they don't know how to take a picture. So I don't judge pictures too much, although I kind of do at the same time, but it's better just to meet the person in real life. So anyways, sending a few messages back and forth, but they've been kind of, I can tell she wants me to like chase after her, and I don't chase after anybody. Maybe when I was younger, when I was 18, 19, 20 years old, I would chase after a woman. Nowadays, I don't chase after anybody, and I don't want anybody chasing after me. Pursue, sure, talk, engage, send messages back and forth, that sort of thing. Fine. I could tell she wanted me to chase her, so I just didn't. But I could see she's always checking out so anybody that checks out your stories, I put up stories about all because I'm doing like these push-up challenges. By the way, I am up to almost 200 push-ups now with that push-up challenge a day. So pretty awesome. Very proud of myself because I was struggling even to get up to 80 when I first started. So pretty awesome that I'm getting up to like 200. But in any case, right. So yeah, I post up like, because in order to keep myself accountable, I post up all these push-up challenge. Every single day I do a push-up challenge, and I post up on Instagram. And I said I would do that in order to keep myself accountable. Because like I mentioned before, I have zero follow through, zero motivation when it comes to stuff. I say I'm going to do things, totally don't do it. And I give up before I even start. So if I can hold myself accountable, I do it by having other people hold me accountable through social interaction. So in any case, I post up these stories, and I can check out, anybody who's on Instagram knows that you can see who looks at your stories. And I can see she's always looking at my stories. She's always checking me out. So obviously she wants to interact, but she's just not reaching out. Probably intimidated, because I do get that a lot. I don't know what it is about me that is intimidating to a lot of women, but I do get that feedback a lot. I try to be just like, chill and whatever, but I don't know. Whatever it is what it is. I try not to think too much about it. I am who I am. But in any case, she, just never says hello or anything. So it's been a couple weeks, and I just messaged her. I said, hey, how come we haven't even spoken on the phone yet? And she said, I just thought you weren't interested. And I said, that's not at all. Here's my phone number. So she called me right away. I was busy. I said I would call her back. I told her a time. She said, okay, I'll call her back. She answered the phone. Then she was busy. She said she would call me back in 15 minutes and never did, which I totally knew that was going to happen. Totally knew it was going to happen. Like I've been around the block. I can tell when somebody says they're going to call you back in a certain way, they're not calling you back, at least that night. So I just left it. And then the next day she apologized. I was busy and, bullshit. So I just said to her, I said, listen, just so you know, the people I keep company with in my life, the people that are in my inner circle of influence, the people that I hold dear to me, if they tell me they're going to do something, they do it. And those are the people that I keep close to me. If somebody says that they're going to do something and they don't follow through, I tend not to be so close to those people. I tend to kind of stay away from them. Just so you know, you didn't know that before, but now you know. And listen, I understand things happen, totally get it. But if somebody's going to set up an expectation for me, I'm going to expect, because I have that expectation, that they're going to follow through with it. So, and follow through is huge for me. So now you know, and now you can do whatever you want to do with that information, basically. She didn't even respond, but she's still, liking all my storylines and everything and whatever. So not sure what to make of all that. So there's that girl that I'm, seeing what happens. And then there's another one, also really cute, 26 years old as well. I attract these like younger women, which I'm totally okay with. And she actually, I use this is how she got in touch with me, not a dating app, but I use this app called Insight Timer for meditation. So she saw my profile because so whenever you're meditating, if you do the same meditation with somebody at the same time, then it shows you who those people are, the community of people that you had done the meditation with at the same time. So I don't really look at that stuff, but I know some people do. Some people message me, I just ignore it. But this particular girl, she messaged me and then tried to add me as a friend as well. And basically said that she thought it was cute. It's nice, flattering and everything. And so I just told her, I said, hey, let's talk over the phone then. She looked really cute as well, but it's just one picture. That's all you can post up as one picture. So who really knows, right? So we're exchanging a few messages here and there. She didn't realize that I was older until I told her. She seemed a little bit thrown back and surprised. That's fine. So I figured, you know what, maybe she thinks now I'm too old for her. That's fine. That's totally cool. So I didn't engage with her at all for a couple days. And I thought, maybe I'll just send her a hello and see how quickly she responds. And typically if somebody responds, anybody, doesn't matter, woman, man, professional, situation, or personal, somebody responds relatively quickly, yeah, they're interested. So to talk to you and all that stuff. So I messaged her just a hello, and she messaged pretty much right back, like within an hour. So that's pretty good. That's a good sign. So we'll see what happens with that. Not sure what to make of that, but yeah, we'll just see what happens. So that's what I want to talk about in terms of my whole dating circumstance. And let's talk about market research, because I did some. So I do a lot of different things in terms of trying to make an income, and I got this notification to do this market research. And by the way, here's something that's so surprising. There's this company is trying to influence you to. They're sort of getting on the sustainability bandwagon, and they're trying to figure out ways to do that. And they're using this sort of social movement of sustainability to their advantage, trying to promote themselves as being a sustainable company and sustainably forward thinking and all this. So they were showing me a variety of different products that they're trying to put up. And one of the products was so bad. And I'd be amazed if anybody really thought to themselves that they were going to use this product. So let me explain. It's a camera that hooks onto your recycle bin, and every single time you put anything into your recycle bin, it'll track what you put into your recycle bin. So this camera has a sensor on it, and it could be on like all the time, looking at whatever. So really? There's enough cameras from different companies in my house already, in all of our houses already. Houses. Wow. I know how to speak English. Amazing that I know how to speak English well. So yeah, that's the last thing that I believe that anybody would want, let alone recycling. How sustainable is recycling? Anyways, I think a lot of people perhaps don't really realize how unsustainable recycling is. And we can go into a whole discussion about how awful of a program recycling actually is. I still recycle though. That's not going to stop me from putting stuff into the recycle bin and bringing it down to the recycling box that they take away from the building here and then just put into the garbage anyhow. But in any case, yeah, horrible idea, awful. And I was just blown away that this is an idea that they're even thinking about. Okay, granted, got to hand it to them. They're trying to be inventive and think outside the box, but at the same time, yeah, pretty brutal. And I just wanted to mention that Unilever is the name of the company. Unreal. Anyways, If you didn't know, by the way, I didn't know. So Unilever owns like Ben and Jerry's and Dove and all a ton of different companies. Okay. Oh, congratulations to me. I got offered a job potentially. So let me explain briefly. Uh, I was asked to do a 2.5, 3 hour assessment, a variety of different questions that I had to fill out and answer, some based upon thoughts of my own personality or expectations of personality in a job environment, in a working environment. Then I had to do edits, pretend to put together someone's resume with the information they provided, answer a whole bunch of questions of what I would do in a variety of different scenarios, edit a paragraph of information. So the job is a job development and coaching, which is what I do already, which is great. Job development and coaching for people who are trying to get into the trades. Specifically, something I believe it was cabling and HVAC. So people trying to get into cabling and HVAC trades. Okay, interesting. I don't know anything about those trades. I know very limited amount about those trades, but I do know about helping people build their resume and their interview skills and their portfolio and trying to get themselves build the confidence to get out there and find a job and building some soft skills and that sort of thing. So kind of cool that they actually reached out to me, which is really, really awesome. I think it's amazing because typically for this type of job, I was looking into it, you would have to have some post-secondary education in the field. And I don't have any. It's just a lot of experience. That's all I really have. So, yeah, really cool. Really, really cool that they're considering me. So we'll see if I even get an interview. They're going to look at my assessment, let me know in about a week or two if I get an interview or not, and we'll see what happens. So just wanted to let you know about that. Now, here's where we're going to go on to what I wanted to go on to. I'm going to see if this works. I wanted to show you the most recent, I guess, kill feed of PUBG that I had. So look, watch this. Let's see if this works. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Come on. Tell me that you are impressed. I'm impressed with myself that I even figured out how to do that. Watch this again. Whoa, oh, oh. Oh yeah, just a push of a button. Just a push of a button here. Look at that. Just a push one button, and we can just switch between screens. I'm really surprised I was able to even figure this out. So I'm going to show you what happened here, and I'm going to break this down because so I always play with my buddy D. So I'm this character, obviously, that you can see right now in front of you. And my buddy D's, I'm not sure if you can actually see my cursor moving around. Maybe you can. But my buddy D's, you can see his marker here, the number 2, off to the middle of the screen on the far right. So that's where he is at. He's like off screen right now. So they're just showing where he's at. And I was having an argument with him, and you can tell me your perspective. I want to hear what you think about this. So yeah, let me just play this. I mean, he thinks that he really contributed to us winning this game. You can see there's 5 people. The top right, it shows that there's 5 people alive, including the 2 of us. It's basically a 2-on-3 situation. And he dies pretty much immediately. And I take out the whole team by myself. And he said that he softened them up. This is the argument we're having. He said he softened them up, and if it wasn't for him softening them up, then we would have never won. I would have never been able to kill all of them. Nice guy to give me credit for doing all the way. He did soften up one guy, but a tiny bit. He pretty much got dropped right away. Okay, you just watch. You be the judge. You tell me what happened. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, just at this tree looking around. And by the way, this should be much better looking at this point. It's raining, by the way, on the map. So you should be able to see all that. You can see the smoke at the top right. You should be able to see that. I throw a grenade into the smoke. There's my buddy D's straight ahead, off to the left. And I'm looking for these guys. I see one of them run around. I drop that guy. Shows in the top right. Him down. And then this last guy, I finish him off. And we win the game. So you tell me, let's take another look at this. Let's take another look at this. You tell me what happened. Okay, let's just back it up a bit. Let's just back it up. Let's back it up. So that's this. He got downed. He's already downed here. So let's just move right over here. Okay. So he's top left. Top left. He's alive. Okay, these guys are straight ahead. All three of them straight ahead. And he sees them. And where exactly do we see them? Let's take a look here. Oh, there they are. So straight ahead. They're running towards him. They don't even see me at all. Okay. So now they drop him. Like, look how fast they dropped him. Let's take another look at that, because you can see the icon, the middle top sort of left-hand side is the icon is different for him. So that icon means that he got dropped. Okay. So let's take another quick look at, let's watch how fast he gets dropped from the point that he starts shooting to the point that he gets dropped. Okay, let's take another look at it. You just tell me. Right now his energy's full. And look how many shots it takes. I was really impressed with myself that I was able to do this. Right at the end. Like, because there's 100 people that drop on this. That drop all at once. 100 people. That's a lot of people. So whoever's standing last, those are the top teams. Those are the top players on the map at that time. So these aren't just, this isn't just Joe Schmo that we're shooting at here. Anyways, I'm impressed with myself. I thought that was really cool that I was able to do that. Wanted to share it with you, and wanted to show you as well that I figured out a way to make videos look way smoother, which is pretty cool. Now, next, companies that make deodorant and lip balm, what are you doing? What are you doing? Figure things out much better. We can send people to the moon, right? It's possible. We've done it. It's possible. Deodorant companies, lip balm companies, you've been around for a long time. You've made a lot of lip balm. You made a lot of deodorant. Figure it out. Oh, what am I talking about? How about every single time you finish off a stick of deodorant or a stick of lip balm, the end, you can't use it. And there's still plenty to use at the end. I have this. I should have brought it. I was so pissed. I threw it out. The deodorant at the end, you get to the end of the stick. There's still plenty left. And I'm trying to use it. And you're just like scratching yourself with the sides of the lip of the opening for the container, I guess it's called. So I'm trying to take out the stick of deodorant from the middle, and I'm trying to hold on to and just making a disaster of a mess all over myself. Really? You can't figure this out? And I know chances are the reason why they do this is so that way you go through that last little bit. Like, you don't even bother using that last little bit. You just throw it out and you go through more products more quickly and you purchase more. But if there was a company that could figure this out properly, and it can't be that difficult to figure out some sort of way to make sure that you can use all of the stick of deodorant and all of the stick of lip balm. There's going to be none left over, not even a little bit. I'm sure there's a way to figure that out. Can't be that difficult. Really. So, yeah, I hate that. Hate it. Pisses me off. I get really pissed. Because I know that the reason why they're doing this is to make me use the products quicker, so I have to buy more. I spend more money. But if there's a company that figured this out properly, even if I didn't like the smell of the deodorant that much, I would still much rather use that stick of deodorant. So figure it out. Companies that make deodorant, companies that make lip balm, figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Okay. So last thing I wanted to talk about is, hey, hackers, get a real job. We've talked about this number of times. Get a job. Get a real job. People that hack things. So my cousin's Instagram account was hacked. And I wanted to talk about this because I want everybody to... I want to try and get as much information out there as I can about just people thinking about what they're doing before they do it. And my cousin got caught the same way the person was trying to catch me. And the same way the person catches many people is they send a message saying, so I got a message this morning like, hey, I need your help. My cousin has never asked me for help in her whole entire life. So, okay, fine. Little strange, but what's up? So, yeah. She says, well, I'm going to send you something. My phone's broken. I had to get a new phone. I'm trying to log into my Instagram account. I've logged in, but I'm trying to transfer some information over. There's a whole bunch of BS. It sounded weird. And she's like, the person who clearly has hacked my cousin's account says, well, I'm going to send you something over Instagram. Take a screenshot of it and send it back. And you know what that's going to be a screenshot of? It's going to be a screenshot of something that once they get a hold of it, they have access to my account. Yeah. And this is how they do it. This is how my cousin's Instagram got hacked. So yeah, hackers, get a job. Now, how did I know for sure that my cousins, well, I like to play with them a bit, like just a bit. So I asked the hacker, I said, oh, really? Really? So just out of curiosity, what is my mom and dad's name? Of course, no idea. Hey, what's your mom and dad's name? No idea. How in the world can somebody not know what their own mom and dad's name is? Right. So thanks, typing, because this is how I type on my phone, obviously, like this, right? So typing to more typing. I don't even know if I use both fingers or not. Anyways, typing to the hacker, get a real job. Really, get a real job. That is lame, super lame. But whatever, people are still going to do it. And she had to set up a brand new Instagram account. So just be careful, be safe out there, and just think before you do stuff. Don't just do things, especially not on social media. Don't just do stuff. In fact, do the opposite. Don't do anything. Just don't even do anything with social media. And that's everything I want to say. Community of two, thank you so much. Oh, and as always, don't subscribe. Don't like this. Don't comment on this video. Don't share it. Don't do any of that stuff. But also do that stuff because it helps the channel. That's if you want to help the channel. If you don't really want to help the channel, it's fine. No problem. It's all good. And it looks like we're up to, I think, 3 steady viewers now, although nobody new is subscribed, but that's all good. Like I said, community of 2. If it never changes, I'm a happy guy. I'm fine. It's all good. I'm enjoying doing these. And that's it for today. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.